Want to get into sous vide meal prep? Well, I'm a huge fan of sous vide meal prep because I'm a busy parent and I love to eat restaurant style food at home. So the answer to doing that is learning how to vacuum seal meat. And once you learn how to vacuum seal steaks, how to vacuum seal burgers, how to vacuum seal pretty much anything you want and freeze it, then you'll be able to cook sous vide style food at a moment's notice. This was so helpful when I was writing my book, the Sous Vide Cookbook, the Home Chef Sous Vide Cookbook, that is. I love to prepare meat this way because it makes eating delicious steaks on any weeknight an easy thing to do for busy people. Here we go. Don't forget to subscribe to the sipbitego channel on YouTube for more sous vide cooking recipes. When it comes to sous vide meal prep for burgers, I do have a couple recommendations when it comes to vacuum sealing them in the first place. So one thing is that when you're working burger patties from scratch, they're going to get warm in your hands, and then because it's meat that's just ground up anyways, it's going to be really easy for the vacuum sealer to go a little bit overboard. So the recommendation I have is actually something my husband figured out, which is that you could freeze the burgers for 10 or 15 minutes before vacuum sealing them, which is after you've made the burger patties. And that's going to make it easier to keep the shape of the burgers so that when the burgers cook sous vide style, you don't have to worry about vacuum sealing meat too much, because in this example, these burgers actually were vacuum sealed quite a bit. They got that shrink wrap look to the outside, and of course they still tasted delicious, but you can see that the vacuum sealing went a little bit overboard. So by doing them frozen, we've discovered that you can see in these lamb burgers that the shape of the burger patties remain intact, and that just makes a more beautiful looking burger. Here's a close-up so you can see what that sous vide lamb burger looked like vacuum sealed right from the patty. It was frozen, and that's why it looks so good. So when it comes to vacuum sealing meat, I absolutely love to vacuum seal steak. Now, vacuum sealing meat is something that boggles my mind because I never would have thought cooking a frozen steak sous vide style would taste so good, but it really does. As you can see, I have a little stash. I do a lot of ribeye, there's filet mignon, there's boneless ribeye. And what I do is I like to take it out of the packaging that it comes in when I order it from online butchers, because you never know if there's any sort of cardboard or anything in there that you wouldn't want to sous vide cook. So when I'm vacuum sealing meat, like the steak or beef or anything, I take it out of the original packaging and I do a light seasoning, usually with just a little bit of salt. But if I wanted to get more interesting, or if I knew how I was going to cook this later, I might use some different spices or throw a sprig of rosemary or other herbs in the bag. You can always use a little bit of smoked salt or garlic salt to give it a little extra flavor, and you can put a little bit of crushed garlic in there in the bag as well. But this is just super simple. You don't even need to throw butter in the bag to sous vide steaks. So when you're meal prepping, you just put it in with a little bit of salt, and then it's going to taste later. It's going to taste so good later when it cooks sous vide style. Another sous vide meal prep idea that I like to do is to plan around dinner. So like I said, sometimes I won't know what I'm doing and I'll just put some salt in the bag, but other times I'll know exactly how I'm going to use the sous vide prep to help me make an easy dinner later. And for this example, I was going to make a lemon chicken pasta dish. So I seasoned it with salt and pepper. I seasoned the chicken with some crushed garlic, and then it all went in the sous vide bag with slices of lemon. So that way this got frozen for a couple of weeks, and when I was ready to cook that chicken dinner, all I had to do was take the bag out of the freezer, put it directly in the sous vide machine, and the vacuum sealed chicken was already locked in with that delicious lemon flavor as well. Now the lemons I carried right through to the end of searing the chicken in a pan. So the lemons really worked overtime, and I guess they were vacuum sealed as much as the chicken was. So all of these demos for vacuum sealing meat for freezing using the 4400 Foodsaver, you can find more details on these recipes and how to vacuum seal meat at sipbitego.com, or more videos here on the sipbitego YouTube channel. I did a promotion a few years ago with this Foodsaver vacuum sealer 4400 product, and I've been loving it ever since. It's actually outlasted my sous vide machine, if you can believe it or not. So this thing is really a powerhouse. Now, I'm just going to throw a few more tips your way because I've become such an avid vacuum seal enthusiast that I geek out about vacuum sealing, and I love vacuum seal bags and seeing the air get sucked out of them. I don't know, it's a very strange obsession of mine. So I am showing you here that it's really important to be spacing out the food in the bags. Now I'm going to show you in a second one exception there is to the rule, but you're going to see that in my videos here on sous vide cooking, I do a lot of meal prep where there are multiple pieces of meat in the bag, and I make sure that there's some space, or at least it's not overlapping the meat between the pieces of chicken here. So I do that when it comes to steaks and actually all of my sous vide cooks. So then I know that they're going to cook nice and evenly in the sous vide bath. You wouldn't want like 2 or 3 pieces of chicken breast layered on top of each other. You want to make sure that they're getting all the benefits of the airflow. I actually have a whole entire video on how to sous vide a whole chicken that you'll have to check out because that is one truly unique cook. So I was talking about vacuum sealed meats and how usually I don't like them to overlap the different pieces, but I will say one exception to that rule is sous vide bacon. Now I love to do sous vide meal prep with bacon because it's a really great recipe to treat people to at brunch. Most people have had regular bacon, but they haven't tried this overnight sous vide bacon. You can find the recipe for it at sipbitego.com. But basically, I just wanted to point out that it's important again to take the bacon out of the store-bought packaging before sous videing it because there's usually a piece of cardboard in there, the label, there's ink on it, that sort of thing. So you don't want the sous vide bacon to cook in the original store-bought packaging. I'm using the Foodsaver vacuum seal bags for this, and you want to make sure that there's just enough room in there to fit the ingredients that you're using. This one's a little bit of a cheat. You can find the sous vide Brussels sprouts recipe at sipbitego.com too, but just demonstrating that I like to put things in there in a flat layer, fill up the bag, and have about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches left at the edge where the vacuum sealed bag can go into the Foodsaver vacuum sealer and get the air sucked out. Other than that, you don't want to have too much overhang in there. There's really just no reason to have it. And if you're using clips, it can sometimes be a little bit harder to get the food to stay down in the sous vide cooking process. Well, I hope that you've learned all that you ever want to know about how to vacuum seal meat, about storing meat in the freezer using vacuum sealed bags. One really awesome thing is that vacuum sealed meat can last up to like 2 or 3 years in the freezer. Traditionally, putting meat or food in Ziploc bags and then freezing it that way does not remove all the air, and you get freezer burn, and it really only lasts about 6 to 12 months in the freezer. So if you want to get serious about sous vide meal prep, you want to learn how vacuum sealed food is best stored in the freezer. Well, until next time, I hope that you subscribe to the Sip Bite Go channel here on YouTube so you get all of my latest recipes. And you can go to sipbitego.com to print out any sous vide recipes that you'd like. Well, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful and delicious day. Cheers!